It started with a text, no name, no number, just, "They're watching you. Tonight." I was sharpening a knife in the kitchen when it came through. The sound didn't startle me. I didn't flinch. I just stopped, watched the reflection of the blade, not in the steel, but in the eyes behind me. Elena. Her hands trembled slightly as she set the wine bottle down. Barely perceptible. Most men would have missed it. But I'm not most men. I've read fear on faces in the pitch-black jungles of Mindanao. I've slit throats on the rooftops of Aleppo. And I know when someone's hiding something. Her lips moved. "You okay, babe?" "Not, babe. Not anymore." I smiled back, thin and hollow. Perfect. The knife clicked against the counter. I was already dead inside. Just hadn't buried the corpse yet. It started with her scent changing. She wore jasmine for years, my favorite. Then one day it was musky, foreign, not hers. I didn't ask. I watched. She laughed harder at texts now, smiled when she thought I wasn't looking, left the room to take calls. One night she came back from yoga, her hair too neat, her skin flushed in a way yoga doesn't explain. The first real crack was a name, Elias, muttered in her sleep. Not a friend, not family, just a ghost hanging off her breath. The next morning I made her breakfast, watched her eat, watched her lie with her mouth full of eggs. I didn't rage, I didn't accuse. I just started digging. The first thing I did was swap her phone for a clone. She didn't even notice. Too busy texting him. Too busy deleting them. I didn't need the messages. The tone was enough. "I miss you already." He has no idea. Soon. I sent her flowers that day, signed them E. She looked confused, scared, then smiled too wide. Caught. But not yet punished. No, that would come later. I tested her hairbrush. Twice. DNA came back with markers that weren't mine. Then I found the apartment. A little place in the city. Paid in cash. Lease under a fake name. Hers. Inside, 2 toothbrushes. 1 cologne. 1 set of cufflinks. Military issued. Special forces. He wasn't just a man. He was a shadow, a ghost like me. Elena hadn't just cheated, she'd recruited. I waited until she was laughing. A dinner party, friends, noise, normalcy. I handed her an envelope as dessert was served. She opened it thinking it was a gift. What she found? Photos, audio transcriptions, DNA results. Her laugh died halfway through a bite of cake. She looked up at me, color draining from her face. The room fell silent. Eyes darted. Whispers. I raised my glass. To honesty, however brief it lives. She broke. Tears. Pleas. Excuses wrapped in perfume. I stayed silent, watching her like a wolf watching a wounded deer try to run. Everyone else fled the wreck, but not Elias. He kicked the door down 30 minutes later. Wrong move. He thought I'd be emotional. He forgot what I am. When the police burst in, the room was a mass grave. 3 were not alive. 2 more clutching their guts. And Elena, my Elena, stood in the corner, eyes wide, urine trickling down her leg. She saw what I let her see. The controlled chaos, the silent brutality. I didn't raise my voice, didn't shout. I just leaned in, whispered in her ear like I used to when we made love. Did you really think a Delta Force operator who's hunted men like them would fall for your cheap trick? Her lips trembled. She couldn't speak. You were wrong, but your betrayal will be your last meal. I stepped back. Let the cops take their photos. Let the medics try and save what couldn't be saved. I didn't resist. I didn't run, because I had already won. They asked me why I did it. I told them I didn't, And I hadn't. Not really. She brought the wolves. I just left the door open. In the end, betrayal is a suicide, carried out by two hands, one pressing the blade in, the other pretending it isn't happening. She wanted freedom. She got silence. She wanted love. She got truth. I left her sitting alone in the courtroom. No words, no glances, just the echo of what she destroyed. I didn't look back, because I'd already buried her, just not in the ground.